Hey everybody, I wanted to take a minute and go through how to set up an ePortfolio. I'm using the example from the class EDUT 521, but this could be for any class for any E-type portfolio. And through Concordia, most of them have this top part up here that says it should be uploaded, Excel, Word, Prezi, Slides, PowerPoint, Weebly, custom website, etc. For my classes, I'm going to highly encourage close to expect that they are done in new Google Sites. And so I wanted to spend just a couple minutes walking you through why that is. And I'll be using the portfolio from EDUT 521 as an example. But once again, I know in multiple courses that there are portfolios that you can use for. So I popped over to my drive. And the first thing is create a folder that, ePortfolio 521 or whatever the course may be. So within that, I already just put some assets that I'm going to put in there. So you're going to go to New, More, and you're going to do Google Sites. And this is going to open another tab within Google. And the reason really Google Sites, two reasons. One, it's really easy to share. Two, it's really easy to use. And three, if you're completing all your assignments in the G Suite anyway, it's going to be really easy to embed some things. So if you've not used the new Google Sites, I would highly recommend it. So I'm going to click over here on themes, and they have a few different themes. I'll just click one, and you can change things and do. You can obviously make it as fancy and complex as you want, but they do have layouts now. That's new as of earlier in this year. So right there, it's saying, hey, put a picture here, put some text here, page title here. So if you pop over the portfolio assignment guide, it's going to say, here's all the pieces for 521 that they want. And here's how it's being graded. So there's 14 sections included and some subsections. And you have to provide resources for each section, links, citations, things of that nature. So first thing, I'm going to title this the portfolio example. Like I said, you would title it whatever you need to. This could be your name or the class and things of that nature. And so the first thing I'm going to do is going to jump over to Pages, and you can organize this however that portfolio is saying to be set up. So there's things due each week for this course. For other courses, it may be different. So you can do it by week. But since it's talking down here, when you look at the grading criteria, all 14 sections are to be included. What I would do is I need to move this, add that little plus button there. I'm going to create a new page, and section 1 dash, and if I pop over here, the section 1 is on evaluating tech tools. So I'm going to put eval. And I'm actually going to go over here because I want some subsections. I'm going to skip section 2 just for this example. And section 3 is reading technology tools, and there's a couple subsections. So I'm going to go here and put section 3, reading tools. And then the two subsections for that would be reading comprehension and learning to read. So I am actually going to copy that. Click on section 3, and if I want section 1 above section 3, I just drag it up there. And I'm going to do add a subpage, and I'm going to put in and then I'm going to add another subpage, and learning to read. Learning to read. So I'm going to hit done. And so those are subsections within that. So just basic, and you're going to see up here that it's going to tell me where I'm at. If I go to home, and this is a menu up here. If you click over on the sprocket, you can do a top or side. I'm gonna pop it over to the side, so it's going to pop up over here when I want to go to the different menus. So that's how you would organize it. Once again, some classes it may be better to organize it week 1 through week 8 and then put the pieces within it. For this one, I think it makes way more sense to do sections, because since when you go down to grading criteria, it's talking about wanting specific things for each section. So I'm going to click on section 3, reading tools, and get into how to insert things. So I'm actually going to move this right here so you can see the different tools. Here's some different themes, but you don't have to pick a theme. You can actually embed stuff. So if you just want to text box, you can text box right here. You can see there's bold, there's normal text, there's titles, there's headings. It's all formatted and it's very clean. If you wanted that layout to be something like this, you could click on that to add a photo or an image, something from your drive, from YouTube, a calendar, a map, and you could write about it over here. So I'm going to go to select image. And if I had something from the internet, so let's just go to portfolio images. Like if I wanted that image right there, I could take copy image address, and if I paste it in here, oh, and that didn't work. Sorry. So let me come to this image. I know this one works, so I'm going to open that up. I'm going to select it, and it can't find the image, so that's going to happen sometimes. So here's what I did. I downloaded that image to my computer, and if I save it on the desktop or wherever I save it, then you can navigate there and upload it in your Google Drive, which is exactly what I did, and there's that exact same image right there. So there's lots of different ways, and you can put another title there. So that's kind of how you do that. So once you start inputting your assets from Drive, you can do it two ways. You can select from Drive right here, or if you have a doc or a form or a sheet or any of these things, you can do that. So I'm gonna insert a doc this way, and what it's gonna do is gonna go to my Google Drive and look for it. And I created a document that's just a generic document, so I'm gonna hit insert, and that document is right there. And I can make it smaller or bigger this way. And when you hit publish, it's actually going to go live and it'll scroll. So I just inserted a document. If you want to insert a video, there's a few ways you can do it. I'm just going to go from Drive, and I'm going to go to that ePortfolio example folder. And I have a Google Slides presentation, that image I inputted earlier, and I have a video right there. I'm going to hit insert, and it's going to put that video right there. And so that's really why I'm highly recommending using Google Sites, because everything you're working in Google Suite is going to be easy to embed. And then when you want to publish it, you're just going to hit publish, and it's going to push it out to the web. And then you'd want to share it with specific people if you want to share it with a group, or you could say when it's published, anyone at Concordia University Irvine can find it. That's not going to work for you because our domains are different. And so what you're going to do is when you hit publish, you're going to say anyone can find and view the published version. So that's how you'd want to publish it, so your professors can see it. So once again, when you get into doing digital portfolios, and this is for class 521, but a lot of classes have them, it's going to give you some options on how to do them. For all of my courses, I highly recommend and really do want all the portfolios done on Google Sites, just because it's such a great tool to do it. And if you wanted to preview it, you hit the preview button. And so there's the home section. I didn't add anything in there. Section 1, didn't add anything in there. Section 3, you can see the images there. Here is the document, and I can scroll and read that document right there. And here's the video, and I can play that video right from this screen. So if I hit play, it's going to play it right within this screen. And then there's the subpages. So that's the reason I'm highly encouraging Google Sites, the new Google Sites, because it's really easy to use, and it's going to be able to allow you to embed all your information and all your assignments that you did throughout the week. Sorry, this video is a little bit on the long side, but I wanted to kind of walk you through some of those steps. As always, if you have any questions, you can always email your professor for whatever class you're doing, or you can always email me, joseph.clark@cui.edu.